Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pantech Solutions, and I am warmly welcome you for this session, Brain-Computer Interface and its research opportunities, which was organized by Pantech Solutions and AISSMS Institute of Information Technology. I am warmly welcome you all, every respected professors and research scholars, and interesting students as well as every hobbyist. I am warmly welcome you all. So before going on to the session, there is an announcement, like attendance form. It will be given in the description, or it will be given in the live chat around 11:10 or 11:20 a.m. Okay, you should have fill up the attendance form. It will be given in the description and in the live chat. Okay, before that I'll introduce myself. Sanjay. I'm working on Pantech Solutions for about 3 years. I'm working on the Department of Artificial Intelligence as well as brain computer interface technology. Okay, so we'll move on to the session. Since there are some kind of power issues, we may going to rush up the session. Okay, it may end within 40 to 45 minutes or 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to rush up a little bit. Okay, so if you have doubts, you can ask me in a comment. Okay, so we'll move on to the sessions. So for about AISSMS, so All India Sri Shivaji Memorial Society Institute of Information Technology, it was established in the August 1999, and their vision to uplift the common masses by rendering value added education. And about Pantech, it was founded in 2004, and we are almost having 7 branches and 100 plus team, and we have conducted 1500 plus workshop and 250 plus faculty development programs and 100 plus seminars. And we are the manufacturer of lab equipments and development boards in both electrical as well as electronic and mechanical fields, and we are also providing industry and basic engineering projects and products, and we are also online retail store of engineering product and every projects, and we are having research and development center in Chennai. Okay, this is all about Pantech. So, and then table of contents, today we are going to see about what is a biosignal. So like what is about biosignal and what is meant by a brain computer interface, what is the technology is, and then we are going to discuss detailedly about EEG, that is electroencephalography, and we are going to go through on BCI devices and electrodes, and we are going to discuss about functional mapping and the anatomy of the brain. And then Elon Musk's we all know about Elon Musk, the legend in the engineering field now. So we are going to discuss about Elon Musk's neuralink, and we are going to discuss about application of BCI, and we are going to see a little demo on brain computer interface. I'm going to interface my brain with the help of the device known as a brainsense, which is a very low cost brain computer interface. You can purchase it. So that is the device which we can use it for to interface my device with the computer. Okay, those things I'm going to show you all. And then for biosignal, so what is meant by a biosignal? Biosignal is nothing but a signal or data which is obtained from our human body. So for example, if we take ECG, that is electrocardiogram, the wave which is obtained from the heart. So if you have watched a lot of movies, on that movies they have used this ECG to obtain a graph from the heart. So if the wave goes line, so the patient is dead, like that we have watched in a lot of movies, right? So that is known as ECG, the wave which is taken from a heart. And then electromyogram means the wave which is taken from the muscles or nerve activity. And if you take EEG, means that is electroencephalography, the wave which is obtained from the human brain. And there are further like EOG and MEG. And these are the biosignals. Okay, these are the biosignals. First we'll see about the BCI. So that is nothing but a brain and computer interface. We are going to interface our brain with the computer. Okay, so with the computer with the help of EEG. EEG we already know. EEG means the wave which is obtained from the brain. So how we are obtaining the wave? That is nothing but we'll monitor the electrical activity of the neurons. So so by using the brain computer interface technology, we can control some appliances from the without using any muscle control, without moving any physically. We can able to control some application or some appliances with the help of brain itself. It is specially for paralyzed people, since they can't move physically. So by using with the help of brain, they will control every home appliances or every other wheelchairs. So those kind of thing they will control with the help of the brain. So that is nothing but a brain computer interface. Okay, it uses a EEG. Okay, so what is meant by EEG? EEG is nothing but electroencephalography. It is the study or recording of electrical activity on the brain neurons. Actually, for every reaction, you may move, you may walk, you may react if you touches a heat. So for every reaction, there will be some minute electrical activity to be happening in your brain neurons. Okay, by monitoring those brain neurons electrical activity, those kind of studies are known as electroencephalography. Okay, so if you have seen that in 1924, Hans Berger, he is the only man who recorded the first human EEG. If you see the year 1924, it's very scary, right? So this, if you see that year 1924, but we are in the 2020, but see these much of years we didn't know about what is EEG. So a lot of people are now only they are looking for these kind of BCI technology, but in 1924 itself, Hans Berger recorded the first human EEG. Okay, so these are the EEG. So study of electrical activity of the brain neurons. Okay, so this is EEG. And then EEG, there are several bands. So these are all EEG several bands. So that waves is nothing but a frequency, right? It has a voltage as well as it has a time scales, right? So these are both time and voltage, which with respect to we are saying as a frequency. So if you take a frequency, if the certain person's frequency lies between 0.5 to 4 hertz, that kind of wave is known as a delta. That if the person attains the delta state of frequency, they are in the adult slow wave sleep. So adult means the aged person, he is in a slow wave sleep. So their frequency will be 0.5 to 4 hertz. Okay, and if you take the frequency of theta 4 to 8 hertz, so they will be in the drowsiness. So the adult will be in the drowsiness or idling, right? Okay, so these kind of frequency is known as a theta. So likewise we'll have delta, theta, alpha, beta, gamma. So each and every frequency band, that is EEG bands, which will have with respect to different frequencies. So if you see delta, that is 0.5 to 4 hertz. If you take theta, it will be 4 to 8 hertz. If you take alpha, that is 8 to 15 hertz. So those kind of frequency changes will be there. For each and every bands of frequency, their brain will act accordingly. Like if you take 8 to 15 hertz, so on that frequency only they will be in a relaxed state after we woke up at afternoon. So evening time will be in a relaxed state. So that is kind of frequency that is known as alpha. And if you take beta, so beta means so the frequency is 15 to 32. So like alert while we are playing a games, or while we are playing any other games, or if you are thinking about any like interesting topics. So those kind of time will attain that frequency called beta. Beta frequency is 15 to 32 hertz. Okay, so these are the EEG bands. Okay, so it will vary between different frequencies. Okay, so this is EEG, these are the EEG bands. And then types of electrodes. So what is mean by electrode? What is I mean by electrode? So electrode is nothing but it will be helpful to monitor the electrical or electromagnetic wave, electrochemical waves which will be happening in the brain neurons. It should detect it. It should detect, right? So those kind of application, we can use this electrode. We can use this electrode to attain the wave from the brain. Okay, to attain the wave from the brain or any parts. Okay, if you have seen the ECG, that is electrocardiogram, they will paste some kind of stickers in your chest, right, to monitor the ECG, that is your heart waves. So that is one kind of electrode. So for brain also we'll use the same kind of electrode, but it is little bit different. Okay, but if you take a general topic on electrode is all normally classified into two types. One is invasive and another one is non-invasive. I hope you all watched the Spider-Man movies part number 2. On that part number 2, there is a doctor, right? The doctor will have that 4 metal arms. So if you have watched that movie clearly, on that movie, while he is launching that 4 metal arms, he will inject a lot of needles in his spinal cord. So on that spinal cord, lot of needle will be injected. That is the needle. That needle is nothing but a needle kind of electrode. That is invasive. Invasive is nothing but electrode which should be directly injected into the brain tissue. So those kind of electrodes are known as invasive kind of electrode. Okay, so and other thing, non-invasive. What is meant by a non-invasive type of electrode? Non-invasive type of electrode is nothing but electrode which will be helpful like interfacing the sensors in the scalp of the brain. Okay, scalp is nothing but by placing the electrode simply in the scalp. But if you take invasive, we have to operate our brain and we have to place the electrode inside the brain and we have to close it. So those kind of electrode is known as invasive. The electrode which will be just placing in the scalp, that is a non-invasive. Okay, Spider-Man is maybe the best example for invasive. And the device which I am going to show demo today, so these devices are known as non-invasive. Okay, I'm just going to place in the scalp of the brain. Okay, what are the BCI devices available in the market? So on the market there are a lot of devices like NeuroSky, Emotive, OpenBCI, Muse, Mela and BioPack. So there are a lot of devices, but my best advice or my best suggestion for BCI devices, the product which we are having, that is a brainsense. Okay, I'm going to show the demo of brainsense. Why? Because if you take this BCI technology, the one and only device which is very cheap and cost is the device brainsense. I'm going to show that demo also. Okay, and then brain anatomy. So what is brain anatomy? Why we need to study it? Why? Because if we are going to study about a brain, already we know, right? Like brain is classified into two layers. One is left and another one is right. So left part is responsible for right parts and right part is responsible for left parts. So those kind of information we know already. So other than that, some kind of parts or some kind of layers will be responsible for some kind of actions. So for example, the brain part, if you see the brain part, this frontal part, that is your forehead part, no? So the brain which is present in the forehead part, that is known as a frontal lobe. But if you take a mid area, that is known as a parietal lobe or midforal lobe. And these are parts, the back part of the brain is known as occipital lobe and visual cortex. And inner part is known as a temporal lobe. So these are the parts. Each lobe is responsible for each and every action. But if you have seen this functional mapping diagram, you can able to understand. Actually, our brain will have two cortexes. One is motor cortex and another one is sensory cortex. If you take motor cortex is responsible for physical activities. If you want to move your finger, left hand or left leg or right leg. So if you need to move physically, those kind of operation or function with the help of motor cortex only it will happen. But if you take a sensory cortex, it will be helpful for visualizing nose, like smell or taste or those kind of sensory areas. It will be responsible with the help of sensory cortex. Okay, these are the two cortex, which is motor cortex and another one is sensory cortex, which will be helpful for different kinds of application. Okay, so these are the functional mapping. And the electrode placement, where I can place the electrodes. So wherever I can I place the electrode? No, there are certain kind of areas they have already calculated and they have already calibrated. So if you take this as an example, it is a 10 to 20 electrode system. So in this 10 to 20 electrode system, we can place this electrode where they have marked in it. So if you have seen a psychologist, they'll use or they'll load multiple number of electrodes. Okay, they'll use multiple number of electrode to monitor different kind of values in the brain. Different kind of values such as what they are thinking, what they are trying to do about. So those kind of values we can take with the help of by placing more number of electrodes. That is nothing but channels. Okay, more number of channel electrodes. So that device will be cost more expensive when taking a more number of channels. Okay, so where the psychologists are using that. So signal detection. So if you have seen that this is a cortex and this is a scalp. So on that we are going to take out the signals. So that is nothing but an electromagnetic field will cancel each other out, so that electrode will detect it. So if you see this wave, the wave which is presented here, so it shows one sinusoidal, right? It is looking like noise to sinusoidal, right? So sinusoidal, in the sinusoidal, this wave is nothing but a eye blink wave. So if you seen this, the upper cycle, that is a positive, the positive area which is for onset and the negative cycle is for offset. So this is kind of wave for blink detection from the brain waves. Okay, I'm going to show a real-time demo on that also. Okay, so these are the signal detection, and we'll speak about the brain sense. So I have already told you the brain sense is the only device which will be very cheaper when compared to other BCI devices. So if you have seen this device specification, so these are the parts. So we'll have modules, reference electrodes and main electrodes and battery holder. And other than that, in the specification, this is a dry type of electrode and non-invasive. This needle is not going to inject our brain tissue. We are going to place in our forehead. So other than that, it is one EEG channel. Okay, this is a one channel device, and this device is made for a prefrontal lobe, that is your forehead. Okay, and this is a reference electrode. So this reference electrode should be clipped in your ear. Okay, I'm going to show that also. Okay, and then their operating voltage is 2.97 to 3.63 voltage, and frequency ranges from 3 to 100 Hz. Okay, what are the output we can take from this device, this brain sense device? Is raw EEG signal, and then attention, and then meditation, and then their EEG bands such as alpha, beta, gamma, delta, theta. So these are the waves which we can obtain from this brain sense device. Okay, so it is very very low cost device when compared to other BCI device. If you take other BCI devices, it may cost around you 15,000 or 13,000 or 1 lakh or 50,000 or 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs. So it may cost you more and more. But if you are a researcher, or if you are a hobbyist, or if you are very interested on these kind of technology, you can purchase this brainsense device for basic operations and basic functionalities to control any appliances. Okay, and then what is about thing here? So in here there is a TGA module. So this is a TGA module, okay, which is responsible to obtain the data from it. So it will also uses a eSense technology, which has outputs attention, meditation, and the physical eye blinks and raw EEG data from the brain. Okay, so these are the device. So these are the specification. And what is about a packet format? We already know, right? So for every communication there are some kind of formats. So first initially there will be a start bit, and finally it will have a end bit, and intermediate it will have payloads, that is the data. So on the data here also it contains alpha, beta, gamma, delta, theta, low alpha, low beta, low gamma, so those kind of values, and then attention value and the meditation value. But if you are seeing here, so if I need attention value, the packet address is 0 cross 0D. If I need a meditation value, 0 cross 3D. So these are the address packets. So if you need a certain kind of value, we need to stream that address, so that we will obtain the values or data from the packet, or from the device, or from the brain. Okay, so these are the packet format of TGA module. So like these are the packet format. Okay, so which is obtained from the brainsense device. Okay, and then we'll discuss about the research opportunities. So there are lot of opportunities. Why I required to speak about it is like if you have seen lot of industries are moving towards artificial intelligence, right? So if you have seen a lot of industry, they are moving on to the artificial intelligence. Why they are moving on to the artificial intelligence is we need to free from lot of works to reduce the human efforts, to make it to be performed into 100% accuracy. That's why we are moving on to the artificial intelligence. But other than that, there are a lot of industries are working on brain enhancement technology also. Why? Because there are some kind of myth or some kind of news out there, right? So only human beings are using only 5% of their brain, not even more than 5%, right? So if you have seen that kind of scenario, so we need to enhance our brain. We already know, right? We are not using a human brain that much effectively when compared to that capacity, right? So a lot of industries are working on those kind of brain computer interface technology to working to make to enhance the human brain with the help of the technology which is known as a brain computer interface technology. Okay, so these are the part, right? Okay, so these are the opportunities. Okay, so on that opportunity, so if you have seen Elon Musk, so we already know about Elon Musk. He is a very biggest now very greatest researcher, great scientist, and good he is working on lot of industries, right? He is having lot of industries such as Neuralink or Tesla or SpaceX. So he is mastermind now, right? So he is also having this kind of BCI brain computer interface technology by having the company named called Neuralink. So if you have seen that kind of Neuralink, so he is also said that AI based brain company chips could solve the autism and schizophrenia. So these are all one kind of diseases. So one is if you take autism, so that is kind of physically disabled persons. So physically the coma stage or those kind of physically disabled person, it will be helpful. Schizophrenia, like mentally disabled people. So those kind of AI chips will be helpful to enhance their human brain to overcome their deficiency, like these kind of diseases such as autism and schizophrenia. So that kind of AI chips will be helpful for those kind of applications. Okay, so he is also telling that we can able to solve those kind of diseases. So we can able to enhance the human brain. So about if you are taken a Neuralink is also same. It also uses the same kind of BCI brain computer interface technology, which will be helpful to treat a brain disorder and to analyze or to enhance the brain brain functionalities. And if you take electrodes, the main advantage of the electrodes of the neuralink is very when compared to other electrode, it is very smaller. And main thing, device which I am going to show the demo is that is non-invasive. It doesn't require to inject as a needle. Okay, I'm just going to wear as a headband. Okay, but if you take this neuralink, it is invasive kind of electrode. They are going to inject the electrode into the brain tissue. Okay, so that is a little bit comparison. If you have seen this, this is a old BCI device, old BCI electrodes. So this is Utare electrode. Okay, so in this Utare electrode, if you have seen this needle, it is very bigger, right? So if you have seen this needle, this kind of needle will be injected into the brain. So is it disgusting, right? So we are going to inject this chip or this plate, this metal plate. They will inject, or they'll inject into the brain tissue directly. So it is very much discomfort. It will give you the discomfort, right? So this is one kind of electrode which we have used before, that is Utare electrode. But if you have seen this neuralink electrode, it looks like a hair. So it can be implanted directly to the brain. It will be very smaller when compared to any other electrode ever. Okay, so this is one kind of neuralink electrode. So if you have seen this electrode, looks like a hair, right? So it will be planted easily. It will be helpful. It won't give you discomfort. It will look like a hair. But with the help of that one, we can do this BCA technology for analyzing the human brain. But if you take a dimensions, there is a comparison. So if you have seen this Utare electrode, it will start from 0.32 and it will end at 0.10 mm. So 0.10 mm for the brain is very bigger, right? So for 10 to 20 electrode, 0.10 mm of 20 electrodes will be injected into the brain. It is very dangerous looking like, right? So but when compared to a neuralink electrode, it is 5 times smaller than the electrode which is used by the Utare. Utare is 0.10 mm, but if you take a neuralink electrode, it is only a 0.0004 mm. It is 5 times smaller than it is 5 times smaller than this Utare electrode. Okay, so these are the electrodes which is used by Neuralink. Okay, and then we'll discuss about applications of Neuralink. But if you take applications of Neuralink, there are a lot of applications on the kind of brain-computer interface technology. This application is specifically based on a brain-computer interface technology. With the help of BGI technology, how we can use or how we can do application. So first one is prosthetic control. So prosthetic control means we are going to control any robot or any robotic car or any robotic arm or wheelchair with the help of brain. So we are going to control the wheelchair with the help of the brain. So this will be very helpful. But if you take a neurospeller, so if you take a coma stage person, they can't able to communicate with ourselves, right? They can only make eye blinks. Other than that, they don't know anything about how to speak. Okay, so they can't able to speak. So for them also, we can use this application of we can use this brain computer interface technology to have like a virtual keyboard will be there. They can able to type and they can able to speak with the help of a system or application of BCI. Okay, that is a neurospeller, especially for coma stage person. If they are physically disabled, they can able to control their wheelchair by themselves instead of using a caretaker separately. So they can able to control the wheelchair themselves. Okay, so for that's why we are using this main reason of brain computer interface technology. And if you're moving towards, so there are operator monitoring system and then forensics. So if you are taking operator monitoring system, I think some of the one car industry bought this brainsense from us to have operator monitoring application. So that is nothing but to monitor the operator, like if there is a car racer. Okay, if there is a car racer, so for hairpin bends, for 90-degree bends, how they'll react, how their brain is activating, if they are going to collide with any other vehicle, how they are reacting to avoid that avoiding that collision. So those kind of analysis we can done with the help of operator monitoring. And if we take a forensics for lie detection, so we have watched in lot of movies, right? So they'll use the face expression to detect the lies. So other than that, we can use this brain signal also to detect the lies for any other security purposes. Okay, and if you take entertainment, there are a lot of brain computer interface games. Actually nowadays if you take every kids and every guys are they are playing PUBG and Call of Duty, so they are playing a lot of games, right? So by playing the lot of games, they are just completely involved in those games. But if you are taking these kind of BZA games, that brain computer interface technology games, their capability can be increased, like attention game or meditation game. They can play the game, so that for kids, for baby kids, you can use this device to have the enhancement of their human brain, to have more attention or to have more meditation. So those kind of values or those kind of application we can done with the help of these kind of BZI, brain computer interface technology. And that there is another kind of very advanced technology, that is a neuromarketing. So neuromarketing we already know about. There are a lot of marketing strategies are handled, like for example, if you take Facebook, the post or the object or the things which are liked, so same kind of object only you will get as an ad for like 20% or 30%. If you are interested in sneakers like footwears, so for footwears you'll get an ad continuously. So those kind of marketing is already there. Here this is a one kind of another application which is using the brain waves. Like if I'm having two products, one is iPhone and another one is OnePlus mobile. So these two are the very premium mobile phones, right? But some of the people are interested in iPhone, or some of the people are interested in OnePlus. But if you take a user kind of perception, so we can use this brain computer interface technology to analyze their human brain, in which product they are interested in this brain computer interface technology, or interested in the product, what product they are interested in, so that we can do the marketing on specifically on the certain product he is interested in. iPhone, so we can sell the iPhone easily to him, but he is not interested in iPhone, so we can't sell the iPhone to him, so we'll suggest to the OnePlus. So likewise we can do the analysis and we can do the marketing with the help of a brain. So that application is known as a neuromarketing. Okay, so we are in the demo session now. 1 minute, I'll switch over the camera. Visual, right? So if you are seeing this, this is the brainsense device which I have spoken before. This is a complete low cost brain computer interface device. So if you have seen this device, it contains a main electrode, so it will be responsible for obtaining the wave from your brain. It is made up of AgCl, that is silver chloride, and here there is another electrode, that is a reference electrode, which should be clipped in our ear to remove the environmental noises. And there is a two pouches. In one pouches it contains the TCAM module and the Bluetooth, so that it will communicate or it will send the data from this brain sense or brain to the computer with the help of Bluetooth, with a handle up to 10 meters. And then here in this pouch it contains a battery holder. We have loaded 3 AAA batteries. Okay, so this is the device. I'm going to wear this now. So since this device is made for a prefrontal lobe, I'm going to wear this device now. Okay, now I have placed this device. Okay, I've already connected this brainsense device here. Okay, now I need to find the COM port. Give me a minute, I'll connect with this device and I'm going to show the brainwave directly. So I have to choose the port number, COM number 9. So I've chosen a 57,600, that is the baud rate. So I have connected the device. Now I am going to visualize you this my brain waves. Okay, so these are my brain waves. I just directly took this brain wave to show to you. I hope you all visualizing. You are facing any visualizing problem? Guys, I'm waiting for your reply. Is it visible? Is it visible, guys? Can you able to see my brain waves? I think you are visualizing my brain waves. Okay, so these are my brain waves. To show you this is not a fake or this is not a recorded one. I'm going to proof. I'm going to give you the real time proof of my brain wave. Okay. Now, if I will be calm, so brain wave will be very linear. Whenever I'm making eye blink, there will be some kind of sinusoidal deflection will be there. Okay. So this is for the proof. Like this device is working at a real time. Okay. So I'm going to be the calm. So now the wave is very linear. Now I am going to make eye blinks. So these are my eye blink waves. Okay, so this is the first proof, and then second proof, I'm going to bite my teeth. Okay, for that also there will be some kind of electrical activity will be in the neuron, so you'll see the difference in that also. Okay, so now I'm going to bite my teeth now. So that is very close range deflections in while I'm biting the teeth, right? So this is the second proof. Okay, and then third proof, I'm going to remove this reference electrode, that is a ground electrode, to show you it is removing a noise. Okay, so I'm going to remove this electrode. Now there is a line and there are a lot of spikes, right? If you have seen in the below, it shows poor signal is 200. So this is completely a noise. Okay, so again I'm going to show you a brainwave. Okay, again you are visualizing my brainwave. And if you want to record it, if you need this kind of data in the Excel sheet or in the spreadsheet or something, so you can able to record it. So like you can place this record button and you can be like this, let it to be recorded, and then you can click the save button to record the brainwave. So I'm going to click the location where I have to save this brainwave. So I have named as a new, and then I click the save. Okay, so I'm going to show you how it's showing. So if you have seen this new, I have named as new, right? So new attention value, new combined value, new filtered value, and new meditation and power spectrum and raw values and the raw EG and every values which we have obtained in the name of new. Okay, so these are the brainwave which we have recorded. Okay, so if you have seen here, the value which is we recorded is attention, that is 44, 80, 96 and 90. Likewise, we can able to get lot of values in the form of data also. Okay, so what is the time which we took the data and the value which is obtained from my brain. Okay, so with the help of this one, we can create any data sets for any machine learning concept. So those kind of analysis, or if you want to analyze in the form of data, like in the integer numbers or float numbers, you can do with the help of these Excel sheets. Okay, and other than that, we'll have another kind of application. So this is another kind of application which will be helpful for playing games. It will be very interactive to see your brain waves as well as to seeing your game. Okay. Okay, now I'm getting a wave properly and wave quality is green, so it is good. So now it's showing visualizing of low beta, high alpha. This is just like a visualizer. Okay, so and then we are having dynamic wave plots to show my brain wave where my frequency is lies between. Okay, so it will be very helpful for interaction. And then if you take a game, so this is first one is attention game, and there is two games in this application. One is attention game and another one is meditation game. You know the difference between attention and meditation, right? Attention means you should be focused on one thing. Okay, if you take meditation means your mind should be very free, so that we'll have a meditation. Okay, so this is attention game. If I'm keep on attentive on one thing, this thing will burst out. Okay, so there is time is going on. Okay, so within how many seconds I can able to burst the tin. Okay, so that's the challenge. Okay, now I'm going to have a good attention. Give me some time, I'll burst the tin. This is burst already. Okay, if you are seeing here, before I have bursted within 34 seconds, but I have bursted now within 14 seconds. So I can keep keep on practicing, so that I can burst the thing within 5 or 4 seconds even. Okay, so it will be very helpful for having a good attention. So that is the attention game. Okay, and there is another game that is a meditation. I'm going to do the meditation now, so that this ball will increase its height. So again, finally it will show my height. Okay, I'm going to do the meditation now. While speaking, it is not rising, right? So now I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to do a meditation for a little while. Okay, to show you how meditation work. Okay, now I'm going to do the meditation. I can't able to focus since we are having a lot of thinking over like power and everything. So that's why I can't do the meditation properly. Let me try once again. Yeah, sorry for that. I can't do the focus now since I have a lot of thinking over in my mind. So this is one kind of game so that I can meditate to increase my ball height. Okay, so this ball will go higher, and when while doing this kind of brain computer interface kind of games. Okay, and then these are the games. Okay, so this is my advisable device, brainsense device. I hope a lot of people I think a lot of people have attended this session, right? So there is a little surprise for you. there is a little surprise for you here. Only today, before we have conducted a lot of BCI session also, but for this today's session there is little surprise and little offer for you. This device is today between offer now, so it will cost only 6,000 and something. And if you want this, before it will cost around you about 8,500. Now it is cost around only 6,099, right? 6,999, I think so. You can contact our management. Link is given below. Okay, so and also link is also given in the description. Or if you are attended this session today, you will have this offer to reduce 2,000 rupees or 1,500 rupees, I think so, to have a very good offer on this brainsense device. Why? Because if you take this brain computer interface device, this is the one and only device which is available all over the world within a very low cost device. Why? Because if you take NeuroSky MindWave mobile, it will cost around 12. So like lot of price variation. If you take OpenBCI, it will cost around 1.5 lakhs. So it is very cost around. But when compared to a research based application, so you can purchase this brain computer this is a brainsense device. Okay, this device's name is brainsense device. Okay, if you want, you can comment below, or you can give the description, or I'll give you the WhatsApp number. Okay, here there is a number where the WhatsApp number is, so you can purchase it here to have interaction or to have a price details. There is an offer who have attended the session today. Okay, so there is an offer, very huge offer here. Why? Because before that we have been working on this BCI for about 7 to 8 years, but we didn't made any offer. This is the first time we are offering this at this price. Okay, you can contact this number, and if you have any questions, you can contact me at sanjay@pantech.ai.com. Why? Because here there is a power issue, so that's why I can't able to conduct the question and answer session now. So if you have any doubts or any queries regarding any device, you can contact at this WhatsApp number, or you can if you want to contact me personally, you can contact at sanjay@pantech.ai.com. Other than that, if you have any doubts or if you have any session to be conducted, you can give it in the comment box. Since we are in a live chat now, after this session completed, comment box will be released. Okay, on that comment box, if you have made any queries or any questions, it will be very helpful for other users also. Okay, so instead of giving or instead of questioning in this live chat, you can ask me a question at comment boxes after this session over. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you all get some kind of knowledge in BCI technology, and if you have any doubts, you can contact me at sanjay@pantech.ai.com. And there are a lot of upcoming sessions like image processing using MATLAB, and deep learning using MATLAB, and machine learning using MATLAB, as well as other kind of functionalities like Raspberry Pi, starting up with Raspberry Pi, starting up with the Node MCU. So those kind of webinars is going to conduct. We are. So if you have any doubts or if you have any queries regarding that, you can give it in the comment box below. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. We'll see you in the next video. See you then. Bye.